This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Obviously, I know you're not a Tua believer. So did Saturday convince you Tua could do something that maybe Ryan can't? Or did Sunday convince you that Tua will never be able to do what you saw on Sunday, so he can't be the competitor that you expect him or he should be for the Dolphins?
Look, we really enjoyed watching Sunday's football games. It was thrilling. It was exciting. It was fun. I mean, it was – but, of course, as a Dolphins fan, you're sitting there thinking, my gosh, how are we going to beat these guys? They're young and they're so talented. I mean, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and Joe Burrow on Saturday and Justin Herbert. I mean, those four quarterbacks are so good and so talented.
But Herbert hasn't done anything. We can't put him in that category. Let's not let.
So if you're going to win with Tua, you know, and I heard a portion of your segment with Omar. Of course, you have to try to win in a different way. It's a different formula. I mean, look, we can sit here and say, gosh, we wish we had Josh Allen. We wish we had Patrick Mahomes. We wish we had Joe Burrow. But we don't, and the Dolphins don't, so they're going to try to make the best of the situation. That's what they're doing here. And they're going to try to make it work in 2022. And if they can't, then they'll just go ahead and have to draft another quarterback in 2023.
How active do you expect him to be on the offensive line?
Yeah, definitely. I would be very surprised if the Dolphins didn't add one or two well-paid and perceived to be solid veterans. I did find it interesting that Joe Burrow got sacked 9 times. He had Isaiah Prince starting at right tackle, and yet he got up off the mat and found a way to win. Now, I know, he threw for 300 yards, and some people say, well, he wasn't that good. And, well, that's true. I don't think he threw a touchdown, but
no touchdowns.
Gosh, Joe Burrow. I mean,
man,
I know you can't go back in time, but we all have to admit it would be so fun and so exciting and so inspirational.
They had no shot at him. That's not in the discussion. They didn't have a shot at Joe Burrow.
Well, we can, of course, just sit here and regret and lament and wish.
Okay, then I'll regret Joe Montana, and I'm going to regret Johnny Unitas.
There was a path to Joe Burrow.
I'm going to regret Teddy Bradshaw, and I'm going to regret it. So I start regretting.
Brian Flores went against the path by sticking with Ryan Fitzpatrick. That eliminated any chance to lose. I would have liked to have seen. Would you have liked to?
I'm not a Flores fan, but tanking is not an option in anything in life, dude. That's just not. You don't tank in your job. I don't tank in my job. Football players, you can't expect them to walk on the field and say, well, I'll act like a matador today and not tackle.
No, I didn't ask him to tank the whole season. I would have liked to have seen the 22-year-old quarterback that you traded for in the final 2 games. Brian Flores, who you do not like, told me that I'm not in the trenches. I don't have to stand in front of the room and explain why he told me that. You're not in the trenches. You're not the guy that has to stand in front of the room and explain why I'm playing Josh Rosen. In my opinion, you should have stood in front of the room and said, guys, we traded for a 22-year-old quarterback. I know he throws a lot of interceptions in practice, and I know he hasn't been very good when he's gotten a chance to play. But, this is, as an organization, it's in the best interest of the organization. See, he was worried about the best interest of Brian Flores.
Players. He didn't want to lose the locker room. That's what it is.
But all those guys are gone. Almost all those guys are gone anyway.
I get it. But I can't blame a coach for trying to win, bro. It's on his resume too. So I kind of understand that.